Can you solve this maths Olympic question on the board? Now look at what you are given. We are going that into minus 7 all raised to the power of x is equals to what? 7. And we are expected to find the value of x in this what? Question. Now what are we going to do? We are having minus 7 to the power of x equals to what? 7. And we are expected to find the value of x. This is your first step, what you do. Let's consider the negative integers here, which is minus 7. Do you know that minus 1 multiplied by 7 is equals to what? Minus what? 7. Okay, that means we can also write this as into minus 1 multiplied by what? 7 all to the power of x is equal to what? 7. There's nothing changed because we know that minus 1 times 7 is the same thing as what? 7. Sorry, it's the same as minus 7, right? Now we can obey complex numbers that root minus 1 is equals to what? Complex what unit, which is I, or complex j. That root minus 1, okay, is equals to what? Complex what? J or I, right? They are the same because this is a complex unit, this is a complex number. So root minus 1 is a complex number, right? But you know, by equivalence identity, the 5 fundamental of equivalence identity, that e to the power of what? I pi, okay, plus 1 is equals to what? 0. This is what? Equivalence what? Identity. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 fundamental aspects of what? Equivalence what? Identity. I prefer this than this, okay, because here we are having 1, we are having a negative 1, we are having 0, we are having I, we are having pi, we are having e, which complex all the fundamental complex what? Units. So this is advisable for us to use. This is not wrong, but I advise use it because this comprises of everything. Okay. Now, if e to the power of I pi plus 1 is equals to 0, and what you have in here is minus 1, how can we make minus 1 the subject of the formula from here? So by subtracting 1 from both sides, we can have minus 1. That means e to the power of what? I pi will be equals to what? Minus what? 1, because we subtracted 1 from both sides of the equation. So that means in place of minus 1 here, we are not wrong to substitute e to the power of I pi. So we are going to have, let me move this from here quickly. So we have what? Into e to the power of I pi, then multiplied by 7, all to the power of x is equals to what? 7. Right? Wow, this is pocket-trinious. So I can remove this from here quickly. Now, having this, you can see that the minus 1 is gone out. We're having a complex unit here. So what are we going to do here? What we're going to do here is to take the natural logarithm of both sides. That's what we are going to do. At this point, we'll take natural logarithm of what? Both sides. That means the natural logarithm of what? Into e to the power of I pi, okay, multiplied by 7, all to the power of x is equal to what? The natural logarithm of what? 7. Wow, this is pocket-trinious, right? This is pocket-trinious. At this point, let's obey one of the properties of what? Logarithm, okay? That the power here, which is at the exponent here, because we know for log what? Log m to the power of p base a, this is equals to, this thing will multiply this as p log what? Log m base what? Base a. This is one of the properties of logarithm. It implies that this x you're seeing at the exponent can also go back here to become what? S link what? Link into e raised to the power what? Let me say multiply by what? 7 e to the power what? I pi, because it's multiplication, equals to what? Link what? Link 7. Wow, this is pocket-trinious, right? Now at this point, what are we going to do? Now let's obey the properties of what? Logarithm. That log m base a plus log n base a is equals to, take a single log to that same base and multiply both of them. This is a law of logarithm. So if this is multiplying both of them, that means we can also write this as s link, sorry, not link, natural logarithm of what? 7, then plus what? Plus log link, sorry, not links, natural logarithm, plus what? Natural logarithm of what? E to the power what? I pi, okay, equals to what? Link, natural logarithm of what? 7. Okay, because if this is true, that means this will give us this. So we can see that this thing you're seeing is in this form. So we are taking it back to this form. That's why you're having it here in this form, right? Wow, this is pocket-trinious. And I want you to understand that also the power here can also go back here to become what? S, here is x. S link what? Link 7 Then, sorry, for your let's factorize. So what is common here? You can see that s is common, right? So s is common into, divide this by this, we have link 7, which is natural logarithm of 7. Divide this by the, we have plus natural logarithm of what? E to the power of I pi, right? Then equals to what? Link what? Natural logarithm of 7. Now at this point we can do something very interesting, right? We can do something very interesting. So the power here can also go back to multiply this. We are going to have that this is what? X multiplied by natural logarithm of what? 7, then plus e to the power of I pi, then multiply by ln what? Ln e, equals to what? Ln what? Natural logarithm of 7. Now remember that log any number to its own base is always equals to what? 1, because this link you're seeing, this natural logarithm you're seeing, is always in base e. So natural logarithm of e base e is 1. So that what? This is what? X into natural logarithm of 7 plus e, which is exponential raised to the power of I pi, then plus multiply by 1 equals to what? Natural logarithm of what? 7. And exponential raised to the power of I pi times 1 is the same thing as this. So you have that x into natural logarithm of 7 plus what? Plus e to the power of I pi, okay, equals to what? Ln what? Which is natural logarithm of 7. At this point, for us to determine the value of x, we have to divide both sides by this. So if we divide both sides by that, look at what we're going to have. That x is equals to the natural logarithm of what? 7, all divided by natural logarithm of 7 plus e to the power of what? I pi, right? Let me see. Okay, there's a mistake somewhere. Wow, you can see I'm not, you can see. Wow, there's error somewhere. Let's start from there. There's error somewhere. Wow, that's how you have to be careful when you're solving. Okay, from here there's error somewhere, because only this is exponents, right? So now to add this is x into what? Ln what? Ln 7, which is natural logarithm of 7, plus this now become what? I pi, right? I pi, then multiply by e raised to power what? Multiply by the natural logarithm of what? E, then equals to what? Natural logarithm of what? 7. Yes, this is pocket students, right? This is amazing. Now log e to base, natural logarithm of e to base e is 1. So I have that x into what? Into natural logarithm of 7 plus I pi, right? Multiply by what? 1 is equals to natural logarithm of what? 7. And this time this is still the same. So x into natural logarithm of 7 plus I pi, okay, is equals to what? Natural logarithm of what? 7. And for us to determine the value of x, you have to divide both sides by this. So if you divide both sides by this, you want to add that x is equals to natural logarithm of 7, all divided by natural logarithm of what? 7 plus what? Plus I pi. Okay. Or you can say that s is equals to natural logarithm of 7 and divided by I pi, then plus what? Plus ln what? Ln 7, or natural logarithm of 7. And this is the value of x to this particular question. Wow, this is pocket serious. Remember that this, so that this answer you are seeing is in a complex word form, because this I pi you are seeing is a complex number. Remember that I simply means root minus 1, which is a complex number. So this is the solution to this particular question. This is how you can determine the value of x. Then our question is this solution a truth value solution to this question? This solution you are seeing is a complex solution because it involves the complex unit, which is the complex I you're seeing. But remember that pi have a value which is 22 over what? 7, right? But this is a complex what? Unit. So it shows that this solution is a complex solution. That means this question have a complex what? Solution. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you find it interesting, don't hesitate to like, comment, and share to loved ones so others will learn from it. And please, if you're not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so that anytime we do exciting videos, will notify. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye bye.